Have you ever considered the Earth as a living creature? Actually, I did. When I was younger, I heard that more than 70% of the Earth is water. So it's the same with the percentage of a human body. With a kid brain, that was enough for me to conclude that the Earth was like a living thing, and all of us were just smaller parasites, just like bacteria that live in our body. I know some of you are still chuckling because of the story I told, but even scientists don't have research or evidence about it. Today I'm not standing here to prove to you that silly story, but through this water comparison, you will see the relation between us and our big home. And if water is so important to our planet, that's why it cannot be as important to us.
In fact, many of us don't know how important water is to friends, families, news, and other sources. Following the trend, some people realize that water is really good for their health, and they start to drink as much as possible. So after only a few weeks or months, they get tired and give up. As you can see, to achieve something, you need to really interested in it and truly understand the reason for doing something like this. For example, to have a good TED Talk presentation, the presenter has to find the topics that he really likes and want to inspire everyone with. The same is true about the drinking habit. At first, you need to understand why you really desire this habit so much.
Since I was a kid, I never enjoyed drinking water. To me, a food that has no taste seems really boring. And if you have to drink 5 or 6 cups of it a day, oh my god. And whenever people talk to me about how good water really is and its benefits, I just thought that they might just make stuff up because I'm still doing fine without drinking it for the last 15 years, right? But it turns out I was wrong. I woke up one night in a hospital gown, my mom sitting next to me crying, and I realized I was unconscious for almost a week and my mom told me that I was so dehydrated that my body collapsed completely. And there was actually listening to doctor advice and doing a little research. My research shows that drinking water daily could help you cure a lot of disease, even really serious one. And so from that day on, I started to drink water, a lot of water. So there was this TED Talk going on, and everyone was discussing and already doing research. And one day, Miss Anna asked me what my passion was. At first I went blank, but then water pops up in my mind. And so I said out loud, my topic would be 6 cups of water a day. And on the week that we discussed the plan with Miss Anna, Bao and I had a chat. And I realized Bao, he also has the same journey as mine.
Okay, so for me, it all started 3 months ago when I felt dizzy and nauseous after exercising. And I had to stay in bed and sleep till the following day. So while in bed, I had found an article about the effect of water on our body performances. So in detail, the lack of water may alter our body temperature, increase fatigue and injury, and it also makes our exercise much more difficult, both physically and mentally. So in the first 2 weeks, I drank a glass of water every morning after waking up. Then 3 more after lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The last 2 months were before and after exercising or playing sport. But you know what? Nothing changed. And I decided not to give up. During this tough time, I met Alex, and as he mentioned before, we were having the same journey and were helping each other to achieve our goals. Only after 1 month, things started to change for me. One day after exercising, I noticed a little bit of change in my body. No more dizziness and so fresh. Even though I had 2 or 3 more lessons after that, but I didn't feel any sleepy and studied really efficiently. So as you can see, now water has become an integral part of my life, and it has changed a lot for me.
So just a few simple steps for every day, you will be amazed at how you change. Actually, the daily amount of water intake should be decided and based on many things: your age, your gender, the amount of activity and calorie you take every day. So that's why it works just to have 6 cups of water a day for teenagers or you in puberty.
And now it's time for you guys to get the first glass of water and start a new habit. Thank you.